basement of the house that I was living in at the time. And it was this kind of dingy third floor, like falling apart concrete walls. And we sat in front of a screen with a piano and a guitar. And we wrote song after song after song after song after song after song after song. And every day, you know, we try and write better and better music. Obviously, try and keep it on the incline. And some days you go in and then it's nothing. Some days somebody's got a cool idea or whatever. And then one night we were hanging out after we'd been writing all day, and I was playing this riff, and then Chris started singing this amazing melody and this really, really cool chorus. Then it's Drink the Night Away. And ever since, so I like to think of it as that's when the band started. And I think that this band's different than a lot of bands. Make the mistake of trying to get this idea in their head because they're creative people, and creative people like to be, you know, creative people have vision. So I think that when you get this vision in your head of what you want, or some grandiose idea of what you think, you know, your band is going to be, or any artistic venture, or any venture at all for that matter, you get this grand idea and fuel of what you're going to achieve or what you aim to do with this vision. You build it up in your head and you set waypoints towards your goals. And then you try and fill in the blanks, and you try and, in this case, cater, you know, I think a lot of bands are guilty of doing this, where you kind of have this vision of what you want to be, and then you cater the music to that, and try and write songs that fit in with your idea of what you want to do, or your image of yourself. And this band's very different because we were very, very grassroots about this, and very, very organic with the material, in that we, instead of making songs to fit the branding, we branded this band around the songs that we wrote. So we let the songs kind of blaze the trail, and we're really just sort of trying to do them justice and follow the music, see where it takes us.
Was there a point when you knew this is what you wanted to do?
When I was like 15 years old, I had this probably not very good guitar. And I would just sit around and just hack my way through Nirvana songs and everything I could learn.
Yeah.
And it was around that time that I knew that I was just so compelled to play music that there was just nothing else I could do in my life. That I knew I needed to just find a way to get what was inside of me out, and to relate to other people and connect to people. And
thank you. It's a treat for me, buddy.
my pleasure. I don't see how you could be a musician if you didn't play an instrument. Playing music for me was more than just playing an instrument. Playing music for me is like, it's speaking a language that everyone in the world speaks. Everybody, no matter if you're in Canada, America, Europe, Australia, UK, or, you know, in the middle of the desert somewhere, if you hear music, great music, I feel like it speaks to you no matter what.
Have you changed at all as a musician?
I think change is extremely important. If you can't look back on something you've done before and kind of like look at it and go, oh wow, it's so much different than what I'm doing now, I don't think you're evolving. You need to evolve in life. You need to change constantly in order to realize your full potential and to you know, get from A to B. You really don't want to just stagnate and stay doing the same thing forever. You've got to challenge yourself. You've got to challenge people, your listeners. You have to challenge your fans, your collaborators, but most importantly yourself.
What would you tell all the fans of Reid Henry?
Thank you for being my fans. If you don't fight your battles, if you let life just sort of wash over you and go through your day, giving in, taking it easy way it out all the time, you're never gonna really feel satisfied. So I'm you know, I don't think, yes, I think music is a struggle, but I think life is a struggle on a much grander level. I think that everything is a struggle, and if you don't see it that way, then you're probably losing.
What would you tell other artists, other bands?
Never give up, never stop playing music, because, you know, the world will never have too much music. It's like sex or golf. If you haven't checked out the band yet, be sure to go to www.streetlightsocial.com, like us on Facebook at Facebook/StreetlightSocial, and of course follow us on Twitter at STLSOfficial. Thank you so much for checking out the interview. Thank you so much for listening to the songs. Download them, they're online, they're free for you. Thanks so much to Culture Toronto for having me. I'm Reid Henry with Streetlight Social. Thank you guys so much. Folk band, folk music, little music history for you folks. Folk was prior to the age of